something new for me. This is something that God has me doing now. He wants me to come online and bring His word to the people. So that's what I'm doing. It's a little uncomfortable, a little weird because I've never done this before. He's been giving me words, and He's been speaking to me and giving me prophetic words for years that I've been giving to people and to our own church. But now He's having me to come out and speak to the people because it's needed for this time right now. So this is the first word that I'm going to give, and it's about His life. It's about His resurrection life. It's about the child that wants to be birthed in us. So it goes like this. Resurrection life. The child that has been aborted is being resurrected. Yes, a sacrifice to the gods of this era was made in order to live in the comfort of this world. But I have called my people to tribulation. Why? Because it is the tribulation of life that brings about new birth. A travail, a little pain, and then comes life. If you do not draw back, cannot draw back. The enemy comes for the child. For the child, they come to destroy generational wealth. Wealth is always an inheritance that must be received from the Father. For it is I who brings the increase. So what do you value? Bondage comes from the perception of value that enslaves a generation through the destruction of a child. For true value is in the heart of a child. Yes, the innocent are the inherent heirs of my glory. So it is the attack and the destruction of the child's heart towards the Father to destroy a generation. Kill the innocents and you control the next generation. So I say rise. I say rise, child, rise. In the inward parts of your being, I say rise. All that was lost, all that was forgotten, will now begin to rise. For from the beginning, this was the plan, to raise up a child into a man. So I call to the ends of the earth for my children to rise. The resurrection of a generation of truth. For truth will be their banner, and the flag will be planted as they take the ground for my name's sake. Those who walk in my footsteps and do as I see the Father doing, and do as they see the Father doing. Yes, mimicking your Father is the vision of a child that comes into his inheritance. So He wants us to see Him. He wants us to be raised up as children. He wants the child in us, that forgotten child in us, to be raised up. This is the time He's doing it. This is the time of deep healing, deep-rooted things that have grabbed a hold of us to destroy that child, to bring down that child that's in us. Now He's rising up. He's bringing healing to raise up that child, to resurrect that child. The enemy wants to abort that child that's in you. The enemy wanted to abort it. He wanted for you to give it up. Give it up. Everything that you, as a child, you believe you have hope. And somebody who has a great relationship with their father, they believe everything their father says. They believe everything that their father does, and they want to be like their father. They want to do what their father does. And as you grow up, you start to see the flaws, and you start to see things that you don't like. And it can be with your father, or in our case, it can be in this world. Pressure, abuse, things that cause us to look this way and look that way, to lose hope, to lose faith, to lose trust. These are the things that kill the child. So we look around and we want comfort. We want comfort in this world of destruction. That's the plan of the enemy. And where do we find comfort in? Our flesh. We find comfort in our flesh. We find comfort in the things of the flesh, the things that we hold on to. It could be eating, it could be drinking, whatever. We want to hold on to something to get comfort. So we put away our childish things to come into reality. It's not really reality. This world is not really reality. So God says he's resurrecting that child to bring back the childish things so that you can bring that child and make it into a man or a woman, whatever it is, but he's raising up that child. He's bringing back that childlike faith, the child that wanted to be aborted. Okay, so he showed me that he was literally resurrecting that was killed and sacrificed to this world. And this is the time of the resurrection, he told me, the resurrection of the wondering child, the curious child, the expectation of a child in all of us. And as he showed me this, I started to cry. He started to heal me inside. He started to heal the deep, deep parts of me that I never knew I was hurting in those areas. Throughout this whole month, I've been watching movies, and he's been giving me prophetic vision. I've been listening to songs. He's been giving me prophetic vision, and through all of it, I've been crying. I don't cry much at all. So for me to cry, he's touching deep parts of me that I never knew there was trauma. I never knew there was abuse. But the enemy always finds a way in. He wants to silence that child in us. So rise, child. Rise. Take your authority in him, in Jesus, and rise.